Hey folks, Stacy from Homestead on the Hill, and we're back for another week. Gotta tell you, stay tuned for the end. I got a big surprise coming up in the next couple weeks. Some heavy duty stuff going on. Anyway, today I went back to Foreshore Equipment and Supply in Burnaby, down on Burn Road, not sponsored, and I picked up the combi trimmer. Now, this is a Husqvarna, as you can see here. It's a Husqvarna power head, and it's called a combi trimmer. So you buy this, and then you can just buy different attachments that slide into here, like this thing here. And then there's a connection. See how there's a square drive shaft, and it slips right up inside there, and it just, something like this. And that little, oh, there you go. And then you just tighten this thing here up. Oh, there we go. You tighten that up, and yeah, there you go. Works great, right? In theory, that works great. Except that, as you know, a couple weeks ago, I brought up the new wheat brush trimmer. Oh, look at this. It's a brush trimmer. And I went to hook it up here, and thank you very much, Husqvarna. They changed the connection on this piece so that it doesn't match your power head. So I've got a perfectly good power head from Husqvarna, not sponsored. A little pissed off actually. So I get the brush cutter and I bring it up here, and it doesn't fit. 2 years ago or something like that, they changed the connection. A number of companies have done this. To me, that's what you call an asshole thing to do, because you're selling a power head like this, which is a very good quality, lasts a long time, and now I want to get a new tool for it, and I can't. Piss me off. Anyway, went back and saw Anna. I think it was Anna, not Ann. Anna at the equipment store, and she did her best to find a solution. They couldn't get anything that would connect from here to here, so what she did was she had the shop pull the weed trimmer head off, and we put on the we just attached the brush cutter head instead. I primarily use this for brush cutting. I don't use it for weed trimming. You can get a little electric one that'll do that, no problem. But I want this for brush cutting. Anyway, thank you, Foreshore Equipment and Supply, for finding me a solution. So we're gonna go test this thing out. I'm gonna use my Husqvarna pre-mixed, stupid expensive fuel. So I just got a bit of fuel in there. We're gonna head up the hill, and I'm gonna do a little bit of clearing and test this thing out. Now that I got a little bit of fuel in here, I've just put a little bit in here. I'm gonna start this thing up. Again, Foreshore Equipment. Thanks to the staff at Foreshore Equipment for figuring this thing out for me. So let's see if I can get this thing started. There we go. Choke full on. Gotta set the blade on top of something soft. Gotta pump this little thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Choke. There we go. Choke half on. Okay, now, safety. This is basically a blade spinning around, so I want to be really cautious of that. So I'm going to pull off my Foreshore Equipment hat, not sponsored yet. Camera operator, your hat. So the blade blade on this thing is meant for brush. It works on grass, but it works best on brush. So you can see up here, kind of brushy. Okay, are we looking down here? There's the starter, it says here, starting reminder. When the engine's cold, air purge 10 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, there's a little button in there, little bulb, you press the bulb 10 times, then you put the choke full on, then you pull 3 times, 1, 2, 3, it's like knock 3 times on the ceiling when you, etc. But if it's warm, and it is warm because I just ran it, it says to just use 4, 5, 6. So half choke, pull to start, and then turn off the choke. So let's see what it does. And you want to make sure, when you want to make sure that you have the blade on top of something that's not going to chew it all up. So what I'm going to do, you see the yellow bushes out there, I'm going to trim out to there. So I'll just do a little patch in here, just to test it out, see how it works, okay? Safety pants, leather boots, face mask, long sleeve shirt. Oops. That flower, and there's a bunch more up there. Those are irises my mother and father planted back in the 1970s. Even after the fire, they've survived. So I'll do everything I can to protect them, to honor my parents. But you can see how the brush trimmer works. I got this area kind of swapped out. I'm cutting pretty high. I'll go back and I can rake off this stuff here. And then I can look, because I don't want to go too deep and then find out there's a big rock underneath it and just to shatter my blade. So that's why I'm cutting pretty high, and then I'll come back with a rake and clean it off. Pile it up and get rid of it. Anyway, I'm pretty pleased with it. I'm just going to trim a little bit more in here, and then I'll call it a day. So thanks everybody. Check in next week when we have a big surprise coming up. Some heavy duty stuff coming up. So you'll have to check in next week for that. Okay? Like and subscribe, and be well, everybody.